What's up, everybody? This is Storm Batiste coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, and welcome. Bringing you everything I think every man of the 21st century should know, no matter if you're white, black, skinny, or fat. These are the facts in everything. I think every man should know about savings, investing, dating, and everything else in between, really. So, this is the first episode of a podcast that I plan on shooting for the next few months, just to kind of get my feet wet a little. The whole basis behind this podcast is because I feel like as men, we're kind of slacking. We need to step it up. And I don't blame any specific person. I blame us as a whole. We're getting laxed. We're getting comfortable. And we all know it's never okay to be too comfortable, right? So what I want to do is basically kind of give some things that'll work for me, like some tips, advice, cardinal principles, things that'll just work for me. Obviously, I'm not going to do it all in this one podcast, but over the course of time, that's what this is going to be centered around. And I love feedback, so if you have anything to say, I'm always open to it. For those of you who know me, I'm probably going to ask you a lot of questions behind that as to why you think that, but I'm always welcoming new things because we have to help each other. It's the only way we can grow is if we help the person behind us. So today I want to start off with something pretty simple, and I'm not saying that anybody doesn't know how to do it, but there are some people that are ignorant to it, and they just weren't brought up that way. Therefore, they do not know, but that's okay, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to help out. I'm here to do my part as a man. So today what we're going to talk about is how to prepare for a job interview in corporate America in just 7 steps. Now, granted, this might sound kind of silly to people, again, that know it already. I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's fundamental, and it's something that every man should know how to do, especially when we're going into the job world. A lot of us just graduated from high school. A lot of us just graduated from college or grad school, and dressing well, speaking well just isn't enough. But those things do count, and they do play a huge part. So you don't want anything small like that to ruin your chances. So what I'm going to do is just give you the basic layout of what has worked for me. This may not work for you, but I know it's worked for me. Therefore, I can say it works to some degree. So we're just going to run into this. We're going to start steps 1 through 7. Really simple, follow along. If you need to, stop, take your time, rewind, whatever you got to do. So if you really want to prepare for this job interview and you want to be the best that you can be, you got to do this the night before. It all starts the night before. You can't wait till the day of to get ready, because then that's when you start rushing and you start running into stuff and you start overlooking things. You start, realizing you should have done other things. You don't get everything done because you're rushing. So the night before, you need to go ahead and pull your clothes out and iron your clothes. Everything needs to be ironed. You don't want to have wrinkles in anything because that looks bummish. It looks tacky, and we don't want to look bummish or tacky. So also you want to charge your phone. Make sure it's at 100%. Make sure you have clean socks, underwear, and a white undershirt. Not black, purple, green, or orange. Those are great for when you're going out with your friends and everything, but you want to have a white undershirt because if you can see through the shirt, obviously you're going to see that shirt and it's going to look tacky or bummish. So also you want to set an alarm. I say do about an hour and a half early. That way it gives you a little wiggle room in case you forgot to do some stuff last minute. And then the most important thing for step 1 is to make sure you get a haircut the night before or like 2 days before. And if you don't get a haircut or if you waited too late to go to the barbershop, shame on you, but at least shave. There's still ways to win. Just shave. Trim it up, the best that you can do. But if you don't do this, nobody's going to say anything to you when you get to that job interview. They're just going to look at you, smile, ask you a few questions, and then say, thank you, we'll get back to you. They're judging you. Everybody is judging you. So take care of the simple stuff. Don't eliminate yourself early. Step 2, hygiene. Everybody knows how to brush their teeth, wash your face, brush your hair, gel it up, whatever you have to do. Make sure you put on some deodorant. I would stay away from the spray deodorant. I'm not saying it's bad. Spray deodorant works great, but it tends not to last very long, or at least from my experience. So you want to use the stick deodorant just to be safe, because spray on deodorant can sometimes leave like a funk if you get nervous or you get too hot, and you don't want to even smell a hint of funk on anybody because that's just distracting, and we all know what that's like. So step 3, make sure you got something in the tank, cereal, bacon, eggs, grits. Doesn't have to be a 5-star meal, But you want to make sure you have something on your stomach. Otherwise, it's going to start grumbling. You're going to start thinking about, man, I should have ate, or I'm hungry, or how long does this have to be? And you're going to be focusing on the wrong thing, and your attention's not going to be where it needs to be. Step 4, this is when you pretty much suiting up. So go ahead and head to the closet. You got your socks, your undershirt, all that stuff pressed. You're good to go. So it's the 21st century. We don't have to stick to the same cliche black suits that we've been doing since the beginning of time. We can step it up. We can switch over. We can cross color, coordinate things. Just don't get crazy with it. I've tried a few different combinations. I'm just going to give you 2 suits, and these are very basic. It's going to be a black suit and a blue suit. You know what works for you. Maybe I'll get into color coordinating things another day, but I don't want to confuse anybody, so we're going to stick to the basics. Yeah, your black suit and your blue suit. So with the black suit, you just want to wear a black blazer with the black slacks, belt, a black belt, black shoes, black socks, and please, please, please do not wear any white socks with a black suit. Please do not wear any Nike socks with a black suit, Adidas socks, no sports socks. Leave all of that stuff in the drawer. That's one of the things that a lot of people think it's okay, you can get away with, like nobody can see your socks, but you can, and it looks bad. It looks like this guy has no idea what he's doing. So then you want to have that white button-down shirt, nice clean button-down shirt. With the tie, stick to the primary colors, red, blue, just those solid basic colors, not any patterns. Don't do anything too crazy. Patterns aren't bad. You know, you can kind of work with a few patterns with a white shirt and a black suit. Like I like to wear a red tie with like this kind of gray stripe going down the middle of it if I have a gray blazer on, but with a black blazer, it really gives you a lot of room to play around. So just be safe, stick to the basic colors. With the blue suit, navy blue to be exact, you want to have the navy blue blazer with the slacks. So with the navy blue suit, you want to have brown socks. This is what I do. You want to wear brown socks, brown shoes, and then make sure that brown belt matches those brown shoes. You never want to have two different color shades, and if they're close and you can get away with it, okay. I still ask somebody anyway. But yeah, you wanna make sure those are as close as possible. From a distance, they look the same. The shirt, you can wear maybe a white button down, a yellow button down. With the tie, again, you want to stick to the primary colors. But if it's a yellow shirt, you can sometimes wear a yellow tie with maybe blue patterns on it, match with the blazer, kind of add like a pop effect. Nothing too flashy, but at the same time, it lets them know, okay, this guy has a little bit of style. He can dress, present himself well. You can wear a watch, silver, gold, never hurt. Something light, not too distracting. This isn't time to show off, the new piece you just got for your birthday or from your girl, and none of that stuff. So keep it kosher, but keep it professional. And remember, you're there to impress them, not to, outdress them. So just keep those things. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this, with a shirt, anytime you're wearing a shirt for any professional event, it always needs to be buttoned up. Never anything you can pull over, just pull it off and put it back. That's the safe rule for that. So step 5, pretty much put some cologne on. I call it some smell good. 1 to 2 squirts on the neck or on the wrist. Depends on what you have, how strong it is. No new stuff. I know you want to try it out. The new Gucci, whatever it is. Don't try it. If you've never tried it before, do not try it when you go into this job interview, because if it's too much, then it's just not going to be a good look, and it's not going to be your fault. Well, actually, it will be your fault. Just use something you've had good reviews on in the past from friends, people that said you smell great, and then don't, bathe yourself in it. Just put a little bit on. You want to have a nice fragrance when you walk into the room. Step 6, the essentials. So with the essentials, make sure you just put this by the door on your way out, and just grab a pen, a resume, booklet, binder, and then make sure you got your mind set on what you are about to do. Make sure you've looked up those questions that they're going to be asking you. This is your big moment. So really just focus. You've done everything right up to this point. So get ready. It's almost showtime. So the last step, step 7, is the commute. Now, you always want to leave about 15 to 20 minutes early so that you arrive about 15 to 20 minutes early. In New York, you want to leave about 45 minutes early at actually, that's just flatline 45 minutes early to even get there on time, pretty much. I know you have trains, you have weather, traffic. No matter which route you take to get to where you're going, It's going to take about 45 minutes. Just be prepared. Be early. Early looks good. To be on time is to be late. You know the rules. You know how they go. So just don't do everything right and then screw this last step up. That's what a lot of people do because they think they can just rush out, and then you're rushing and things aren't going your way. You start sweating because you got to run half a block. I've done this stuff, and it's not fun. When you get there, you got to keep it together. So just prepare, know what you're doing, and then do it right. So just to review one last time. So step 1 starts the night before. Step 2, take care of that hygiene. Step 3, something in the tank. That's any kind of food, just to keep your mind right. Step 4, that's when you suit up. That's the suits, the black or the blue. Make sure you have all that stuff together. Step 5, some cologne. Step 6, the essentials. And then step 7, the commute. Once again, this is Storm Batiste coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, bringing you everything I think every man of the 21st century should know, no matter if you're white, black, skinny, or fat. These are the facts and everything I think every man should know about savings, investing, dating, everything else in between. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know what I can do. We can talk about it. I'm still going to do this regardless, but I figured I'd ask anyway. I appreciate you listening.